car collection of India Cricket's Virat Kohli. The ultimate king Virat Kohli is unarguably the best batsman on the planet. With regards to engaging individuals, there is no preferred cricketer on the planet over our cricket skipper Virat Kohli. Do you realize that Virat is a self-admitted Audi sweetheart? A look at the Virat Kohli vehicles assortment will affirm this reality. Indian cricketer vehicles Virat Kohli 2019 Audi R8 LMX Virat Kohli vehicle assortment has Audi R8 LMX at the post position. This restricted vehicle release has just 99 units, one of which embellishes Virat's carport. The laser high-pillar lighting innovation is the feature of this magnificent release of the Audi R8. Its athletic 5.2-liter V10 motor, and the 7-speed S-tronic gearbox is the wellspring of the outrageous force this vehicle creates. It is in reality a hero vehicle for a victor player. Audi A8 LW12 Virat Kohli vehicles contain 6 Audis, of which A8 LW12 is a valued one. This very good quality limousine is a flat-out treat to observe, similarly as Virat seems to be. The Audi A8 LW12 is an outright dream to drive since its convincing insides coordinate the impeccable outsides all around. This amazing vehicle accompanies a 6.3-liter petroleum motor and 8-speed programmed gearbox framework. The inventive pre-detecting security framework makes it perhaps the most secure vehicle in the business. Audi R8 V10 Plus Audi R8 V10 Plus is the ideal games vehicle for outstanding amongst other Indian cricketers, Virat Kohli. It represents flawlessness all around with its brilliant highlights. Driving the Audi R8 V10 Plus is a reviving encounter as a result of the presence of the air channel that sanitizes the air and keeps you new constantly. This two-seater accompanies an intense 10-chamber motor which is mated to a 7-speed computerization sport transmission framework. Great brakes and electrically customizable seats make the Audi R8 V10 a fantasy vehicle to have. Audi Q7 is prestigious for its serious extent of dependability. It is an ideal foil to one of the most steady Indian batsmen ever, Virat Kohli. Audi Q7 represents effortlessness alongside power as the top variations of Audi Q7 accompanies a 3,000 cubic centimeters motor and programmed transmission framework. Likewise, it has magnificent security highlights, for example, ABS, 8 airbags, and kid well-being locks. Execution insightful. It is one of the most trustworthy Audi vehicles. No big surprise, the Virat Kohli vehicle assortment has one. Audi S6 Virat Kohli vehicle assortment has a ceaseless line of Audis, the S6 being one of them. It gives the ideal harmony between a games vehicle and an extravagance vehicle. Audi S6 is a presentation-driven vehicle. Like Virat Kohli, it takes a stab at greatness. The 4-liter V8 turbocharged motor delivers a marvelous 426 PS of intensity. The 7-speed transmission and Quattro framework guarantee that Audi S6 conveys great execution with awesome consistency. This vehicle accompanies a stunning quickening of 0 to 100 kmph in less than 5 seconds. Audi S5 for those searching for extravagance and comfort simultaneously. the Audi S5 possesses all the necessary qualities consummately. Execution insightful, it is a champ as far as possible. Audi S5 pictures show that this vehicle is a shocker as far as possible. The feature of the vehicle is that it conveys outright solace regardless of the street conditions. From various perspectives, it embodies the characteristics of Virat Kohli on the grounds that he is one batsman who can convey the merchandise in all playing conditions. It accompanies phenomenal security highlights like ABS, EBD, 8 airbags, footing control, crash sensor, and ISOFIX youngster seat mounting. Land Rover Range Rover Vogue Land Rover Range Rover Vogue is among the most upscale SUVs in the market. Its rich outsides and amazing execution is a triumphant blend. Virat Kohli has gained notoriety for being the best-dressed Indian cricketer. The Land Rover Range Rover Vogue has an alluring outside appearance to supplement the excellent insides. The amazing 3.0-liter motor mated to a 8-speed programmed gearbox with drive select rotary shifter epitomizes its quality. Different highlights incorporate slope plummet control, move security control, and dynamic speed limiter. Toyota Fortuner The Toyota Fortuner is a superb vehicle to deal with in view of highlights like OR shifter and electronic drive mode. Virat Kohli is an ace of the pursuit in one-day global cricket. He realizes how to pace an innings. The Toyota Fortuner is comparable from various perspectives on the grounds that the new Sigma 4 framework permits the driver to switch between various modes, to be specific 2WD, 4WD high, and 4WD low contingent upon the prerequisites. Renault Duster is an agreeable 5-seater that accompanies magnificent highlights, making it one of the most eco-friendly vehicles in India. Contrasted with different vehicles in the Virat Kohli vehicle assortment, Renault Duster is the most affordable and extravagant. Be that as it may, Virat has an enthusiastic connection with this vehicle since it is his first vehicle. Renault Duster is one vehicle that Virat can drive around in Delhi without pulling in much consideration. Must read, Virat Kohli cars, as majestic as Virat Rohit Sharma, simple however effective ability insightful, just a single player can approach or perhaps outperform Virat Kohli. That is Rohit Sharma, one of the most laid-back however amazingly energizing batsmen that India has ever delivered. Contrasted with his companion and chief Virat Kohli, Rohit Sharma has a practical and humble character. It likewise reflects in the Rohit Sharma vehicle assortment. Indian Cricketer Vehicles World Cup 2019 Rohit Sharma BMW M5 BMW M5 is a super proficient vehicle with an appealing outside appearance. Taking care of this vehicle is a flat-out dream. Rohit Sharma is an ostentatious batsman who performs with astonishing consistency. BMW M5 has highlights like M Servotronic that causes it to convey the ideal controlling power and acclimate it to the current driving rate. The 8-speed transmission framework guarantees that you change gears without breaking a sweat. It is like Rohit Sharma, who can likewise switch gears freely. Skoda Laura isn't accessible today in the market. Nonetheless, nothing can remove the way that it is a great vehicle with phenomenal taking care of abilities. Skoda Laura is Rohit Sharma's first vehicle. Taking care of Skoda Laura is one of the most normal activities due to its adaptable controls. The Auto DSG gearbox is the feature of this vehicle. Other than being anything but difficult to deal with, the Skoda Laura is extraordinarily satisfying to the eyes, similarly as Rohit Sharma is when in full stream. MS Dhoni. The Iceman MS Dhoni is a legend in his own right. India's fortunes rise and fall with this boss cricketer, probably the shrewdest cerebrum in the game today. MS Dhoni is a bicycle fan, yet he has an amazing assortment of extravagance vehicles too. The MS Dhoni vehicle assortment is undoubtedly an astonishing one. Indian Cricketer Cars World Cup 2019 MS Dhoni Hummer H2 Hummer H2 is a groundbreaking multipurpose vehicle with an incredibly high ground leeway include. Its presentation is as solid as it looks. Hummer H2 is an imported vehicle not accessible in India. It is one of the most impressive MPVs that can cross over the harshest of territories without hardly lifting a finger. It takes after the presentation of MS Dhoni as he destroys the most testing adversaries effortlessly. Mercedes-Benz GLE overflows class from each edge you take a gander at it. It draws out the greatness of German vehicle designing in each regard. Mercedes-Benz GLE looks like the Audi S4 from multiple points of view, particularly its suspension, transmission, skeleton, motor, and the Quattro 4WD framework. This car accompanies inventive root frameworks that make it simple to deal with the vehicle. Execution astute, it is ideal for Indian streets. It accompanies incredible security includes too. Mahindra Scorpio. Mahindra Scorpio is a tough Indian vehicle equipped for arranging smooth roadways and harsh streets with equivalent ability. Imaginative infotainment offices, for example, leaving cameras, route, and Tiretronics make this vehicle an amazing one to have. The miniature half-breed innovation guarantees great mileage, while the Shift-on-Fly 4WD permits the vehicle to defeat the hardest of street conditions. MS Dhoni, a road-shrewd cricketer, has every one of these characteristics too. Audi Q7. Audi Q7 accompanies an amazing MMI route framework to direct you through the city streets, much similarly that MS Dhoni explores India's fortunes. MS Dhoni vehicle assortment has an Audi Q7 standing gladly in the porch. This vehicle accompanies an element-rich lodge and upscale insides. The keen MMI route framework can take you home from any place on the planet. As it were, it represents the inalienable characteristics of MS Dhoni, the ace tactician. Land Rover Freelander 2. Land Rover Freelander 2 has gained notoriety for being the most agreeable vehicle to drive on sloping landscapes. The Land Rover Freelander 2 isn't accessible in the market today. Notwithstanding, this off-road vehicle accompanies fabulous highlights like slope plunge control that empowers it to rise just as drop steep inclinations effortlessly. The high ground freedom permits you to appreciate the most agreeable of rides even on harsh wide open streets. Ferrari 599 GTB. The two-seater Ferrari 599 GTB is perhaps the quickest vehicle to go to Indian streets. Cruising along on the expressways in this vehicle is a fantasy. The feature of the Ferrari 599 GTB is its exceptional length, estimating 183.7 inches. The incredible taking care of highlights like progressed controlling framework with multi-work capacity makes it a fantasy vehicle to possess. It accompanies a powerful motor to supplement its high-class appearance. MS Tony wants to live in the fast track. The Ferrari 599 GTB is an ideal vehicle to satisfy this aspiration. Shakur Dhawan, the unmistakable swagger. Shakur Dhawan is an unshakable entertainer who goes on with his activity with minimal measure of complaint. He has the ability to give touchy beginnings to his group. He is a magnificent driver of the cricket ball, yet very few individuals realize that he can drive vehicles similarly delightfully. The Shakur Dhawan vehicle assortment is likewise a profoundly finished one, with a Mercedes-Benz and Audi remaining in his carport. Indian Cricketer's World Cup 2019. Shakur Dhawan Mercedes-Benz GLS 350. Mercedes-Benz GLS 350 is the ideal vehicle in the event that you are searching for an outlandish mix of extravagance, class, style, and much past that. Other than its particular appearance, Mercedes-Benz is an incredible entertainer out and about. As it were, it is like Shakur Dhawan on the grounds that you can anticipate that him should act in crunch circumstances. This SUV comes outfitted with an advanced V6 3.0-liter diesel motor mated to a 7G-tronic programmed gearbox. Its brilliant well-being highlights supplement its presentation and appearance inside and out. Audi Q7. Audi Q7 is a strong entertainer in a shape like Gabbar, Shakur Dhawan. It accompanies great well-being highlights, making it a solid vehicle in its own right. Shakur Dhawan has the novel capacity to moor and play long innings. The Audi Q7 goes about as the ideal foil due to its great exhibition and well-being highlights. The Audi Parking System Plus gives magnificent help to leave your vehicle securely. The phenomenal outsides make it a flat-out treat to watch, like Shakur Dhawan in full stream. Intriguing. Best 150 cubic centimeters bikes in India. Hardik Pandya. The Gen Next superhero Hardik Pandya is the most energizing youthful ability that India has uncovered as of late. He can blow separated any assault to bits inside no time by any means. One of the ideal poverty to newfound wealth stories in Indian cricket, Hardik Pandya once needed to conceal his vehicle, as he was unable to pay the Emmy. Today, the fortune has changed, as the Hardik Pandya vehicle assortment incorporates an Audi and a Land Rover. Indian Cricketer Vehicles World Cup 2019, Hardik Pandya Land Rover. Range Rover Vogue. Land Rover Range Rover Vogue is an all-rounder in the genuine sense due to its choice outsides, convincing execution, and captivating insides. On the presentation front, the Land Rover Range Rover Vogue is a force to be reckoned with. It is a head-turner inside and out, as this vehicle comes in different petroleum and diesel renditions. It represents the soul of youthful India in the manner it holds itself on Indian streets. From various perspectives, it takes after Hardik Pandya in view of its dangerous exhibition. Audi A6 35 TDI Sedan. Audi A6 35 TDI is a phenomenal car that accompanies all the highlights that order it as an extravagance vehicle. Execution shrewd, it positions with the best. Hardik Pandya is an unstable batsman who can take off from virtual fixed positions. The Audi A6 35 TDI is comparable, as the groundbreaking 2.0-liter four-chamber motor guarantees its quickening from 0 to 100 kmph inside 9 seconds. This vehicle conveys a fantastic mileage execution of 18.53 kmpl, truly outstanding in its portion. Likewise read, MG Hector or Tata Harrier, which one to buy? KL Rahul, Master of Style. KL Rahul is one of the most confounding parts in the Indian group. He is one of the most astonishing batsmen to watch when playing in full stream. A basic individual from the youthful Indian unit, KL Rahul has a Mercedes-AMG C43 as his valued vehicle assortment. Indian Cricketer Vehicles World 2019 Cuban Pesos. KL Rahul Mercedes-AMG C43. In the event that you are looking for a vehicle that oozes class, your pursuit should end at the Mercedes-AMG C43. The best part of Mercedes-AMG C43 is that it scores on all fronts, similar to execution, extravagance, appearance, infotainment, and route. Mercedes-AMG C43 can make heads turn when you see it cruising along the interstate. KL Rahul represents the Mercedes-AMG C43 from numerous points of view with his sleek way to deal with the game. Dinesh Karthik. The ever-reliable Dinesh Karthik has been in the Indian group sufficiently long to win a notoriety for being the most impassive part in the side. He is a steady player on whom the group can depend to create the products in a crisis. Dinesh Karthik vehicle assortment incorporates one of the most reliable vehicles, the Porsche Cayman S. Indian Cricketer Vehicles World 2019 Cuban Pesos. Dinesh Karthik Porsche Cayman S. The main words that go to your mouth when you see a Porsche Cayman S is wow. This top-end sports vehicle is a magnificent entertainer also. Porsche Cayman S Tiptronic is the ideal case of the appearance of German car fabricating brightness. The 3.5-liter motor mated to a 6-speed programmed transmission conveys a marvelous increasing speed of 0 to 100 kmph in 4.7 seconds. Dinesh Karthik is one batsman who can detonate at short notification in a manner like the Porsche Cayman S. Ravindra Jadeja, an excellent team man. Ravindra Jadeja is a crucial individual from the Indian cricket team in light of his overall abilities. As of not long ago, the Ravindra Jadeja vehicle assortment contained an Audi Q3. He got an Audi Q7 as a component of his wedding blessing. Today, both these lovely vehicles remain in his yard in Jamnagar. Indian Cricketer Vehicles World 2019 Cuban Pesos. Ravindra Jadeja Audi Q7. Audi Q7 is a mainstream vehicle. Much similarly, Ravindra Jadeja is among his partners. It is eminent for its inside and out presentation too. The Audi Q7 accompanies an incredible motor and a programmed transmission framework. It conveys a standout amongst other mileage exhibitions also among all Audi vehicles. The top-notch theater setup in the Audi Q7 makes it an energizing vehicle to currently possess. In straightforward words, it is a genuine all-rounder. Audi Q3. Audi Q3 is a straightforward vehicle as indicated by Audi details, yet equipped for conveying the exhibition best in class. Audi is by all accounts one of the top picks of Indian cricketers, as is apparent from this rundown. The Audi Q3 is an exceptionally protected vehicle that you can trust to convey in the most testing street and climate conditions. The slope plummet control include is the feature of the Audi Q3 as you apply your brakes as least as could reasonably be expected. Best read, Hyundai Venue, Top 5 Reasons to Buy Bhuvaneshwar Kumar. The silent assassin Bhuvaneshwar Kumar is a quiet entertainer for India. He can stamp his power secretly that he has done it. It likewise reflects in the Bhuvaneshwar Kumar vehicle assortment. The BMW 5 Series 530DM Sport suits his character to a T. Indian Cricketers' Vehicles World 2019 Cuban Pesos Bhuvaneshwar Kumar BMW 5 Series 530DM Sport BMW 5 Series 530DM Sport is a top-quality cantina fit for conveying solace of the most elevated level alongside execution. The 530DM Sport is the top-end variation of the BMW 5 Series vehicles. It accompanies wonderful highlights like a higher relocation diesel motor, more grounded yield, better mileage, and superb slowing down and security highlights. It is a quiet entertainer along these lines to Bhuvaneshwar Kumar. When you notice its presentation, it would have surpassed your desires. Jasprit Bumrah. He's unique. Jasprit Bumrah is unique in relation to other quick bowlers on the planet in light of his unconventional yet viable bowling activity. He is a moderately new participant to the Indian side when contrasted with the 9 players examined here. The Jasprit Bumrah vehicle assortment doesn't set the Ganges ablaze, however it isn't some time before he joins the major alliance. Indian Cricketers' Vehicles World 2019 Cuban Pesos Jasprit Bumrah Maruti Suzuki Swift. Maruti Suzuki Swift has gained notoriety for being one of the most well-known vehicles in India. Today is the ideal vehicle for Indian streets. Maruti Suzuki Swift has various petroleum and diesel variations with superb offices that make it one of the most loved vehicles of Indians everywhere on the nation. It is the ideal family vehicle that gives the greatest accommodation to its travelers. Hyundai Verna. Hyundai Verna is one of the smoothest vehicles to drive on Indian streets. It has the heavenly looks of a vehicle combined with great execution. Hyundai Verna is an adaptable vehicle that is anything but difficult to deal with while being fit for conveying excellent execution simultaneously. Jasprit Bumrah has comparable characteristics as he can shake the resistance into accommodation inside no time. Toyota Etios. Toyota Etios is another ease vehicle fit for conveying immaculate execution on Indian streets. Toyota Etios resembles being a basic vehicle, however it deals with a force-pressed execution without fail. The top-end model accompanies extra highlights like double airbags and back-stopping sensors. It has an extensive lodge. As it were, it is an affordable vehicle that is economical however acceptable to drive. We have seen the extravagance and the not really extravagance vehicles that our Indian cricketers have. The best viewpoint is that the vehicles show characteristics like what the players have. It is normal since one generally purchases vehicles that are near their heart. This rundown epitomizes this factor to the most extreme.